Hello, and thank you for joining me on the Rebel Review. I'm going to do the top 25 country artists of all time. Number 25 for me is Darius Rucker. He does not have a bad song out there, but Wagon Wheel is my favorite. Number 24, Jason Aldean. I don't have a favorite of his because I like a lot of his songs, but he's more geared towards pop country, so that's why he's further at the bottom of my list. Number 23 is Blake Shelton. Again, like Jason Aldean, I don't have a favorite song of his because there's so many that I like. Number 22, Alan Jackson. I don't have a favorite song of his either because he has so many. Which is going to be like a lot of the others on here on this list. Number 21, Vince Gill. I don't have a favorite. He's just a solid country musician. Um, I really like his guitar playing too. Uh, if you haven't heard him sing with the Eagles, please go check it out because I really, even though they don't have their lead singer anymore, which really sucks. Uh, Vince Gill is pretty good. It's still not the same, but it's still pretty good. The Judds come in at number 20 for me. Again, like a lot of these other people, not a bad song out there. Number 19, Kenny Rogers, The Gambler's my favorite song of his. Coward of the County. Number 18, Charlie Pride. Number 17, Loretta Lynn. Uh, I'd have to say Coal Miner's Daughter is probably my favorite song. Number 16, Conway Twitty. I'd have to say Love to Lay You Down is my favorite. Tight Fit Jeans is another. Hank Williams Sr. comes in at number 15. Um, Tear in My Beer and I'm So Lonesome I Could Cry are probably my favorite songs of his. I'm So Lonesome I Could Cry is probably one of the saddest songs of all time. It's saddest country song of all time, in my opinion. Uh, Number two would have to be He Stopped Loving Her Today. But Hank Williams Sr., he was so damn good, and he had such a distinguished voice, and he's really the king of country music, whether I like to admit it or not. Some people might say Bob Wills, but it's Hank Williams Sr. And since he's been gone, it's been George Strait. So we'll get to him later on. Number 14, Brooks and Dunn. Neon Moon's my favorite song of theirs. Uh, Number 13, Dwight Yoakam. Guitars and Cadillacs is my favorite song of his. He has, like Hank Williams Sr., he has a very unique style. He's got a very distinguished voice, and he just has a style all of his own. And that's why I appreciate Dwight Yoakam so much. Number 12, Dolly Parton. Um, she's just, I don't know what I can say about her other than she's just a legend. She doesn't have a bad song. Not only that, she's drop dead gorgeous. Number 11, Randy Travis. Three Wooden Crosses and Digging Up Bones are my favorites of his. Number 10, Alabama. Mountain Music is my favorite song. My grandfather used to take me to his cabin in the mountains, and before we would go, he would always point over to the mountains before we would get there. He'd say, "See that mountain over there? One of these days, I'm gonna climb that old mountain." It had a big impression on me because he was my hero. Still is. Number 9, Hank Williams Jr. There's not a bad song of his. I'd have to say Family Tradition's my favorite, though. Number 8, Waylon Jennings. Amanda, Sitting on the Dock of the Bay, and The Good Old Boys, and Lukenbach, Texas, with Willie. Those would be my favorite songs of his. Number 7 would have to be Merle Haggard. "See Me Back Home" is my favorite song of his. George Jones is number 6 for me. "White Lightning" is my favorite song of his. Garth Brooks, I don't have a favorite song. And he comes in at number 4. Number 3 is Willie Nelson. "All My Heroes Have Always Been Cowboys" is my favorite song, and that is the theme of the cowboy, by the way. Number 2 is Johnny Cash. "Ring of Fire" and "Folsom Prison Blues" would have to be my favorite. Nobody can tell a story in a country song better than Johnny Cash, other than Marty Robbins, and he should have been on my top 25, but he's probably number 26. So he's an honorable mention. Number 1 is George Strait. He does not have a bad country song, and I think everybody knows that. Most everybody, unless you're, got problems. Maybe you're sucking back a little too much on Grandpa's cough medicine. All right. Even though I really don't have a favorite of George Strait's "Amarillo by Morning," "Carrying Your Love with Me," "All My Exes Live in Texas," "Marina Del Rey," all great songs. "Lovesick Blues." There's, like I said, there's not a bad song of George Strait's, but that's my top 25 country artists of all time. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, share, and I'll be doing a couple more podcasts here shortly. It's kind of a redo on a podcast I did earlier in the month, but I kind of feel like I need to redo it. So be looking out for that too. It's going to be on the top werewolf movies of all time. It's like the top 10, I think. And then also the top 10 sci-fi movies of all time. So be looking out for that. And I will see you soon. Thank you for watching.